The saddest thing you can say to anyone is goodbye. But sometimes in life, it's the only thing. But now, we don't want this to be the only thing. On contrast, we want this to be the last thing. One day, you met with ADA, inevitably the most striking change in your life. You were the first one to carry the name called Madians. Probably it was not easy. It has been really memorable moments with you all which we have shared and lived with you at ADA. And now you pass your floor to us. You pass your flag to us. We promise to pass the same flag with great pleasure and honor to next Madians, as you did. As we look back on all that happened throughout 1 year, growing up, growing together, changing you, changing us, there were times when we dreamed together, when we laughed together, and even cried together. Sometimes we ordered meal from Fastest together, we have met the deadlines together, we have waited for the exams grades together, and thanks to Zaur, we had to attend the global perspectives together. We have even voted together. But Mr. President, you're still our first president. We just want you to thank you, though, for the times we spent together, the great talks, the great advice, the great support, and those moments that only friends can know. We have learned many things and received a lot of help and support from you all. You helped us to pass through the difficulties that you all passed before us. You helped us to enjoy the gift that is called friendship, even if only for this short time. You all taught us a professional and persuasive way of negotiations with faculty and staff. You all helped us the key ways for reducing of class loads. It would not be wrong to say, even you were the only ones that understood our difficulties, since you were all familiar with the feeling of approaching deadlines, exams and readings articles, more than 40 pages long in a day. By the way, why don't you all write a book called How to Read the Long Articles in a Short Time?
I hope that the students of 2011 enjoyed time they spent in our academy, and I really hope that they will stay with us after they will leave academy, and we will need their assistance.
This morning I finished the first class on security threats with my first group of students here who will graduate in May. It was a very interesting experience. I don't think it was what they expected. Maybe it wasn't even what they wanted, but in the end they came to love it. So that was a great experience for all of us.
I'll remember the Madhya first year class as my first experiences at ADA. My first year and first experience overall at the Azerbaijan Diplomatic Academy, and also it was it was a very good experience for me to get to know Azerbaijan people, my own people.
True, people do not easily say goodbye to the ones that they really love. We were not afraid of saying goodbye to you guys this time. Do you know why? Because we want you to perform your skills and knowledge not only in our embassies, but in all leading international organizations as soon as possible.
There are two things that come to my mind when I think about that class. The first is that this is a class that from the very beginning, from the very first day, I think most of them already convinced themselves that they know what they are supposed to know about IR and diplomacy. And I hope that eventually that kind of thinking helped them. And if not, then that's not good. But I really want to believe, and I do believe that that's really was the case. And the second thing is that I'm starting to feel that I'm not looking at them as students anymore. I think that they are friends. I remember some of the students applied and wanted to become friends with me on my Facebook account, but I always refused, saying that I cannot be friends with my students. But I already started to accept them as friends.
Madea 2011 will be one of the brightest memories in my life, with all its rewards and challenges. It has been the greatest pleasure and an incredible teaching and at the same time learning experience to work with such intelligent, ambitious, challenging, determined students, and yet students who are very hardworking, students who are zealous to learn. Graduating from the Azerbaijan Diplomatic Academy is a success, but I am sure that this is just the beginning of many more in their lives.
It has been a great pleasure to know the class of Madea 2011. I wish them best of luck in their future endeavors. They should understand that it's not the end, it's just the beginning, so they are having a fresh new start. I hope that when they get their diploma, they will use all their knowledge, skills and capacity to improve the world, to make the world a better place, and to contribute to their country. Thanks very much, and I wish you good luck.
So I think Madea 2011 is already a history because they are first students of ADA, and personally for me they are first students of mine in Azerbaijan, so I will always remember them very positively and I wish them very success in their life.
So I can start, right? Okay, what I think about Madea 2011? Well, it's very hard to talk about that because it was our first program, our first kids, and usually I treated them like as my first child. So they're usually, most of them are bright, I would say in the level of genius. Bright, shining, and sometimes a little bit spoiled too. So it's like your first child. So Madea 2011, it's like my first child, whom you love a lot, whom you spoil a lot with candies, usually it was trips or something like that. And at the end, you want them to leave at some point, but when they leave, you just become sad. Because it's a part of you. It became part of you. So there will be no other class like this way, like this one. In both ways, whether it's positive or negative. But as I said, my personal feeling is like my first child.
Candy, candy, oh candy. Yes, Dr. Galib is right. Candies are always sweet. But now, your candy legacy will remain with us. Things change, people change, and it doesn't mean you forget the past. It simply means that you move on and treasure the memories. Thank you all for treasuring our memories. We know people sometimes come into each other's lives for reasons, and not all remain, but in some ways, you all will. All has been said and done. It has been real, and it has been fun. As we look back on those days, we realize how much we truly miss you. Take care, be well, and we strongly believe that life will always find a way to help you whenever you need it. Good luck, and God bless you all.
I think these past 2 years have been an incredible journey, journey of dreams, ideas, beliefs, hard work, studying, getting angry at each other, but at the same time respecting each other a lot. And here we are, 2 years later, at crossroads, and you're graduating. You're gonna walk onto that stage. You're gonna shake hands with Ambassador Pashaev, receive your diploma, and I really hope that you will tell him that this has been an honor, and his response will be, the honor is mine. As far as myself is concerned, you've been an incredible source of my inspiration, my passion. I've loved every single one of you. Every single one of you. And I really hope that as of today, you're gonna get up, get off that stage, keep going, and find your own inspiration, your own aspirations, your own passion. You're graduating from ADA, but in my opinion, you will never graduate from an idea of ADA.